And we're live for Windy City Hockey. New set, guys. It's not finished yet, as you could tell. I'm still in the works of finishing it up. But it's a whole new set for some Windy City Hockey videos, guys. All season long, Tony Esposito's jersey will be in the background of my videos. But we're live for Windy City Hockey, guys. For on the new set for the channel for a little bit. There are still going to be videos in the old setup, but right now we'll be in this set for a little bit. But I will give you a heads up. We will have more so. We have one video planned to happen in the main set that I've used for a while. But I wanted to go live today because Alex Nylander signed a contract extension with the Blackhawks and thought it was worth going live for today because I did not want to work on editing a video, quite honestly. How's my audio coming through for you guys? Want to make sure it's sounding good. I'm wearing one of the jerseys from my most recent video where I unboxed them. Audio is good? Okay. I'm doing good, Matthew. How are you? So how are you guys doing tonight? I've been hinting at a new set the last month or so on the channel. Okay. Good to hear that, Hawkthorne. But yeah, this background isn't complete yet. I have a plan for the blank spot over there, what's going over there. I just need to get it still. I'm waiting to get it next weekend. I have one. And here's a couple autograph photos I have hanging up. Nikita, Bobby Hall, Palant, Glenn Hall, Andrew Shaw with the headbutt goal. But all season long, you'll see the Esposito jersey in the background. Same with the Pat Foley one, I think, because this is Pat Foley's final season as the Blackhawks play-by-play guy. You're going to meet Bobby Hall on the 28th. That's cool. I more than likely would still have my loud energy. Hawkthorne. Trust me, I will have my energy. And also this season, don't forget, we will have more play-by-play live streams that I did, like I was doing in the Cup final this year. Thoughts on the Nylander signing? It was a cheap contract. It's a 1-year prove me contract at $875,000. It was kind of expected for him to make somewhere around that much just because he missed all of last season with I believe it was a leg injury. So, seeing Nylander sign for a 1-year deal, prove me type contract with the Hawks, it makes sense. Don't know why my YouTube app started playing it in the stream. But otherwise, it's going to be a fun time. And I would say this, I should have an unboxing video on, let's give or take Friday. I don't know yet because I'm going to do that in my what my set to look like. I also have videos made in that one. Like I go to my house for the weekend and do that. But yeah, the Nylander contract was a cheap signing for the Hawks. Not worth really a big video about because it was just a 1-year, $875,000 contract. So it's not bad. Thoughts on McCabe on the Hawks lineup? Jake McCabe's a good shutdown type of defenseman. I'm looking forward to seeing him on the team. I get it. On free agency day about a month ago, I was kind of upset that Hawks kind of signed him just because the fact they don't have any salary cap space. But then I thought, oh yeah, Jake McCabe's actually pretty good. So I like having Jake McCabe on the Hawks. McCabe and Murphy is good. You think? Yeah, I would say a McCabe Murphy pairing would be a fun one to just have as a good shutdown pairing. That would be fun to see. Guys, if you want we are 2 subscribers away from hitting 760 subscribers. Let's try and make that the goal for tonight's stream. Hit 760 tonight. I think the Hawks will have to do 1 or 2 more moves to finish up their offseason moves, clear up salary cap space, because currently they are over the salary cap, and it would not surprise me if Dylan Strome is in the mix of being moved. But yeah, I would not be surprised if the Hawks aren't done yet. Which sod trade? Hawkthorne. We made multiple trades that had Brandon Saad in it. We did 3 different trades that involved Brandon Saad. Oh, the Zadorov trade, I'm assuming you're talking about. I'm 1 sub away. Okay. So the Zadorov trade. I think the Hawks could get more in return for Dylan Strome, just because he's a young centerman who really doesn't have a spot on the Hawks roster, but would have a spot on some teams that are in need of center help. The Hawks are a team that could actually take advantage of a team desperately looking for a number 2 center, maybe a number 3 centerman at best. So a team like Boston, who lost David Krejci this offseason, could be an option to see Stromer end up there. A few days ago, I was saying the Florida Panthers, but then I re-looked at their roster. The Panthers actually really don't need him because now they added Joel Thornton. Yes, he's old, but he's a still competent centerman to have in their lineup. What's up, Hockey Highlights? How are you doing? Yeah, I could see Subban on the move as well, because a team can always use a backup goalie, and Subban could be that way on his way out of Chicago, just because we just acquired Marc-Andre Fleury and we have Kevin Lankinen right there. That's a good 1-2 punch in net, and Subban could be on the move. I can see it pretty well happen. One subscriber away from 760 subscribers, guys. I'm doing all right, Hockey Highlights. I'm wearing one of the jerseys I unboxed from my most recent video, which is awesome. I'm so glad I got these things customized by the people I ended up getting it customized by. Yeah, I'm so going to miss Vinny again. In my opinion, the Hawks should never have traded Vinny Hinostroza in the first time that he left the team, but I understood why they had to let Vinny go this time around, because they have no salary cap space to sign him. But would have been a good bring back to the team again. But guys, is my audio coming through clearly? Is there an echo at all? I just want to make sure, because I'm trying to still figure out my new setup. So no echo. Okay, that's good to hear. I think they will try and do something that will benefit them. Like maybe trade Dylan Strome and get a prospect back, or maybe defensive help on their team, but I don't know yet. I mean, they picked up Steph Jones this offseason. Granted, we lost Adam Bolquist for that, who could have been the offensive defenseman that we could have kept, because Bowman likes to give up on defensive prospects too soon. But we also have like players that are developing, and Nick Bodan, Ian Mitchell, Wyatt Kalanick, who could turn out to be that offensive defenseman that we are looking for. Because Kalanick showed some points in the season where he was producing, playing well, and playing like a pro. I can agree. I do agree on trying to move Calvin DeHaan out. Granted, his salary cap hit is not the greatest, and teams probably do not want to take on $4.4 million for one season. That one probably would be a retention if they have to trade Calvin DeHaan out. I agree. Kalanick is better than DeHaan. Because he's younger and he's actually proving that he can do well. Trade him to Arizona. With Arizona with Arizona being in our division now, I don't think the Hawks will be making any trades with Arizona anymore because they're division rivals now, which is still stupid in my opinion. Detroit should never have left the Central Division back in 2013-14 season, in my opinion. Detroit should still be in the Western Conference. Or maybe Buffalo. Yeah, maybe Buffalo, but at that point, it wouldn't be worth trading DeHaan to Buffalo. Oh yeah, that rivalry between the Hawks and Detroit was great. Seeing the Hawks play Detroit about 8 times a year, well, let's say give or take maybe 6 or 7 times a year in the regular season. It was fun. It was good hockey. The two teams hated each other. And it was our original 6 historic rivalry. The Hawks being the only original 6 left of the original 6 left in the Western Conference, it's just a damn shame. I just miss the rivalry between the Blackhawks and Red Wings. It's historic, and it should never have been taken away. I don't think the Hawks will trade Marc-Andre Fleury. Plus, I think Fleury was one of the main reasons why Fleury basically was considering retirement was also talking to Bowman to say, I don't want to move my family at the deadline if the Hawks are going to be out of the playoffs and not contending. Hawks, how they're built, the Hawks this year, how they're built, they're going to try and make a playoff run. That will be fun. That would be a good idea. Maybe sign Fleury to a 2-year extension. Give him a no movement clause so he can just not be traded. I would say Fleury, that would be a smart move. Give Lakeinen a chance to learn underneath Marc-Andre Fleury. Maybe even Drew Commesso when he's ready to come up. It would be a smart move to maybe sign Fleury to maybe a year extension with a no movement clause. If he wants to really not be traded at all, I would be fine with the Hawks giving him a no move clause and a contract extension. Still one subscriber away from hitting 760 subscribers, guys. I can't see Buffalo ever relocating. They have a good fan base. They just have the wrong owners, in my opinion. The Pagulas do not know what they're doing running a hockey team. And frankly, they should just sell the team if they want. Because the Pagulas won't ever have a successful hockey team made, because ever since they bought the team, I believe the Pagulas purchased the team back in 2000. Sorry about that. There was an echo because my stupid phone decided to play the stream. Yeah, the Pagulas bought the team, I believe, in 2011. I could be mistaken. They've had the team for some time now, and they have not had a playoff roster. That team is a joke. The Pagulas are a joke. And frankly, that team won't ever be successful with them running the Sabres. What's up, Hawkey Broad? Yeah, I'm looking forward for this season. It's going to be a fun one. I'm really hoping the Hawks do bring back this jersey as like a third jersey, but I don't know if they will. Would be smart to, because Jonathan Toews couldn't wear it last year. Why not bring it back? I'm doing all right. Yeah, the logo's stitched on. It's not the chain stitching like you see on... Let me grab one. Like you see on these on like the normal home and away jersey, it's not the chain stitching, but it's still stitched on Chris. Well, shoot. Knocked out my light. Brilliant. Okay. Oh, well, knocked out my light. And it got twisted. How are you doing, Drive? Yeah, I did get to 750 last week. We are currently sitting at, let me pull it up, 759 subscribers. So let's try and hit that 760 tonight. I can't believe I knocked out my light. What's up, Dusty? It's not broken or anything. I just knocked out the power cord when putting up that jersey. Nah, I'm doing all right, Dusty. Guys, if you could tell, the set's not complete yet. There's something going to go on the side of the wall with the Esposito jersey. It's not fully set up to how I wanted it. I just need to pick up some things for the wall. Don't worry, the light's fine. What about the old Hawks jersey that Makita wore? Oh, the Makita jersey? I'm going to have to bring it back in, put it up. I actually left it at my house. Well, what made me start a YouTube channel? I was actually considering making a channel back in 2015, and I decided not to. Then the Blackhawks traded away Marian Hosa's contract back in 2000, the off season of 2018, and that's when I made my channel. That was the first video I ever made. Yeah, Alex Nylander signed a contract extension today. It's a cheap deal. It's a 1-year contract for, I guess I misread it, and it's. Are you sure it's 850? I thought it was 7. I thought it was 875, but I could have been mistaken. I can not always happens. Well, otherwise it's still a cheap contract. It's nothing to. It's a good contract. If they still do decide to move him out, it's okay. Mm-hmm. All because Marian Hossa, it started my channel. Well, fun fact, hockey highlights. um, about the Panarin trade. I was actually driving up to Chicago for the draft and listening to NHL Network Radio, and my dad and I heard the Hawks made a trade, and it involved Columbus. And I said, watch it be something bad. And it turned out to not be a good trade. We traded away we traded away Artemi Panarin for Brandon Saad. I was happy to see Brandon Saad back, but I was really angry to see the Hawks trade away Panarin. Then 5 minutes later, they traded away Nicholas Jarmerson. I was more angry at the Jarmerson trade because, frankly, Jarmerson was one of my favorite players. And I would have, if I had a channel, I would have lost my mind in that on video. But yeah, Marian Hossa is my favorite all-time player, and I thought first video might be on that, and it turned out to be. I hope the Hawks play well this season. It will be great. Yeah, I agree. If Hossa didn't have the skin condition, I think he would have finished out his entire contract. But now he's a Hall of Famer, and you can't take that away from him. Well, that's the thing. I don't think the Hawks would have been able to afford Panarin. And I said it when we traded him. It's because we can't afford him in like 2 seasons. First game with us back. Yeah, I know Sauter had a hat trick in his return to the Blackhawks in his first game in that 10-1 victory over the Penguins. Oh yeah, Hossa was a great two-way guy. He was frankly the best in hockey at it. And never got a reward for the Selke for his style of play, even though he, in my opinion, was the best two-way player in the NHL when he was playing. Oh, that was a fun game to watch. That was a great game. I can't believe that's been about that's been what has it been? Wow, it's been 5 seasons already since that happened. Did anyone find out why? Oh, what Jonathan Taze was sick with? Yeah, he actually said what he had. It was a let me pull it up. How are you doing, Jake? I'm trying to pull up the why Jonathan Taze missed the entire season. It was like it was almost a fatigue problem he was having, I believe. Chronic uh inflammatory response syndrome. I believe that's what it was. I'm doing all right. But it was a fatigue problem. Yeah. But we should see Taser back in the lineup this year. Yeah, a lot of people were rumoring that, and I was not in the rumors. I was not saying any of those rumors at all because Taze didn't come out to say anything that was wrong with him, and the Hawks didn't release anything. So I was trying to stay out of that because clearly Jonathan Taze wanted to keep that private, keep what was going on private with himself, and I respect that. So I didn't want to get into saying what was up by just throwing out there he had like cancer or something like that. I didn't want to be that way. I just wanted to wait and see if Taze will ever announce what was happening. I can't remember when we do play Vegas the first time in Vegas. Yeah. No, it's not deer tick related. We play in Vegas in January? Okay. I couldn't remember. Hey guys, I got an idea. This year is the Olympics, and I do believe the NHL is going back to the Olympics. What if I covered the Olympics in that 2 week break from the NHL for like covering the Olympic Games? How would that sound for you guys? Okay. So you like the idea of the Olympics video idea. They might be late night streams, guys, as a heads up, just because the Olympics are in Beijing, I believe, this year. And the games will be on late. Or technically early because it will be on in the morning. It was shut down for about 2 to 3 weeks, I believe, for the Olympics in February. I believe that's what the plan is. Let me pull it up. So from February 3rd to February 21st, so basically 3 weeks spread, there will not be NHL hockey. That's what shows on the NHL schedule as of right now. It still hasn't been officially announced that the NHL players are going to the Olympics, but from what it's looking like, it's going to happen because USA announced their head coach was Mike Sullivan of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Team Canada announced their coach to be John Cooper of the Tampa Bay Lightning. It's going to be so it's really looking like the NHL is going back to the Olympics. Hey, I mean, it could give some teams a rest to reboot for the push for the playoffs at that point because some players don't go to the Olympics. Some teams don't even get Olympians. It could lead to a chance of a boost to rehealing for a good booming run to the playoffs. I saw that. I mean, yeah, the stuff that's happening with the Hawks off the ice is bull bull crap in my opinion, and I understand that, but I'm not getting involved on it right now because it's a tough topic to talk about. When all the investigation stuff comes out, I will do a video on it. Subban should go to Buffalo. I mean, yeah, Buffalo. What, they have Craig Anderson and who else? Yeah, Buffalo's a joke on and off the ice. It's because they don't have a clear picture of what they're doing with their organization. Second, my choice on the idea of me holding off on doing a video on the investigation stuff, Hawkey? Or is that what you're talking about? What's up, Zane? How are you doing? Okay. Should I open up the call lines from Discord, guys? I'm doing all right, Zane. Should I open up the call lines on Discord if you guys want to do a quick call in for a few minutes on stream? I will be willing to take a couple calls. Okay. Let me open up the Discord. All right. If you go to the Discord server and to stream call-ins, it's now open. And you guys can hop in anytime. I don't think the Hawks are going to offer sheet for Pedersen there, Sean. Wearing an Esposito jersey, that's awesome. If you haven't joined the Discord, here's a quick link to the server. Yeah, he did. He signed Brandon Manning a few years ago. And that guy was terrible. And thank you, Shirelli, for taking him off our hands. We were done with that guy. Oh, you have a black Esposito. That would be cool to see, Zane. Yeah, I agree, Hawkthorne. It's insane that Marc-Andre Fleury's a Blackhawk. I might get one. They might play together for a few games depending on the matchups. Don't forget, guys, if you want to hop in the stream by taking a few minutes on the Discord, I do have the call-ins for streams open. Yeah, when Brodeur went to the Blues, that was just weird. But I just can't wait to see Fleury in a Hawks jersey on the ice. And here's my thing: it would be a smart move of Marc-Andre Fleury to make his mask to respect Tony Esposito for the Hawks. And maybe for the first game in the United Center, come out wearing brown pads like what Esposito would have worn. I do want to see the pads and mask for Flower. But I'm just saying this. It would be a cool move by Fleury for the first game in the United Center. Wear brown pads like the vintage pads that like Esposito would have worn. And a mask that's painted up to honor Esposito this season. That would be a smart move on Fleury. I mean, the division alignments are basically the same. It's all what they were before the COVID shortened season. But the thing is, I don't like Arizona being in the Central Division, and I disagree with Arizona being in the division. They are not a Central-based team. Yeah, I imagine if Crawford was still playing for the Hawks, Crow probably would come out wearing gear that would honor Esposito for at least one game. Yes, Detroit should be in the Central Division. They should be in the Western Conference, not the East. I would just say this. Some weekends, you will have me in videos that are in the previous set, the one that you've known me in for a while, because I'm still going to go to my house for videos and others, just be with my family, but I'm going to have videos in this set, which is still not finished yet. That wall still not is empty. I agree, Hawthorne. It is my new set, Zane. It's not complete yet because as I've said, by the Esposito jersey, there is going to be some stuff going on that wall. That wall is still empty, but this wall has like some autographed photos and stuff. So it's getting there. It's not complete yet. But how I'm hanging up those jerseys, I thought it was a cool idea. Every now and then, jerseys are going to change, but the Esposito jersey, that's going to remain on the background all season. The Foley jersey could change out every now and then, but I don't know yet. It is his final season with the Blackhawks, so we'll see. Yeah, the Makita photo, I love that one too. All of them are autographed. There's Stan Makita, Bobby Hall, Pierre Pallant, Glenn Hall, Andrew Shaw with the headbutt goal, and he also put an inscription on it. The Sedin sister days. I do not know who will be the new play-by-play guy for the Blackhawks. It sucks to know that Pat Foley's final season is this year. I agree the headbutt goal should have counted. Andrew Shaw on the thing, on the inscription, said the greatest goal that never was. Up there we have like a United Center thing. A flag my uncle gave me. Sign with like the old Hawk logos. The stick is actually what's holding those jerseys up on that wall. I had an idea what I was going to do with this thing. Yeah, Shazi would do anything to win. Yep, Dave Bolin called the Sedins out on radio about the bunk bed thing. Kiddingly, of course, but man, Dave Bolin's awesome. It was not in 2013. I believe back in 2010 when he did that. When he did that interview. Guys, we have been going live. We've been live for about an hour. We'll be live for an hour and 7 minutes. We'll cut the stream here pretty soon at the 1 hour mark. I think we might cut the stream. What's up, Nick? How are you doing? Well, I'm doing all right. Of course, I'm working on a brand new set for my videos because I just moved. So I've been working on a new set. Oh, I love Dave Bolin. He was awesome when he was on the Hawks. It was just great what he would do. Dave Bolin would not give up, dude, on the ice. He was awesome. He was a great PKer, and it was great to see. I wish it was October. It would be so nice because that means it's hockey season. Thanks, Nick. I've had this camera for a while. But yeah, I'm changing up. I have a whole new background working. As you can tell, it's still in the process. Hagel is a combine of Dave Bolin and Andrew Shaw. Yeah, he is. I love Brandon Hagel. He's awesome. I'm so glad the Hawks were able to extend him. Yeah, Dave Bolin would get in players' heads. Who? Hagel? Yeah, he came out of nowhere. Buffalo was stupid enough to let him walk as a free agent, and the Hawks were able to sign him. Thank you, Buffalo, for really not knowing how to run a hockey team. I feel bad for their fans having to deal with that mess in Buffalo. They deserve better. Yeah, Kubalik was traded from the Kings for a fifth round pick. And that turned out to be a good trade for the Hawks. I wonder if we see Lucas Reichel this season in the Hawks lineup. I'm willing to bet we could see him maybe every now and then this upcoming year, but who knows? I would love to see Lucas, but I'm just being honest. I think he could use a little bit of time to get used to the American sized ice because the European sized rinks are a lot bigger. So I think maybe let him play in Rockford for the season so he gets his bearings to try and figure out how to play on North American sized ice. It would be a smart move for the Hawks to do that for Reichel. Oh yeah, Hendrik Borgstrom should make the Blackhawks lineup this year. I'm looking forward to seeing Borgstrom in a Hawks jersey this season. I have I haven't done my season preview quite yet, because I want to give it closer to the regular season, just because I want to wait until some actual trades happen, if there are any to come, and to see if the Hawks how they are in training camp, to get an idea of what the Hawks are going to look like for the upcoming 2021-22 season. Can it be October yet? Walmart is in Florida, Zane. The Blackhawks traded Walmart to Florida. I think the Hawks will manage to get under the cap before the regular season starts. The thing is, I think the New Jersey Devils own his contract rights because he did sign a 3-year deal with the Devils. Take care, Drive. Did we hit that goal of 760 tonight? We're one subscriber away from hitting 760 subscribers, guys. Well, if Seabrook were to have come out of retirement, he would actually end up playing for Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay actually owns his contract rights. I believe the Devils actually do own his contract rights. I could be mistaken. But if Brent Seabrook were to have come out of retirement, yeah, he would actually have to play for Tampa Bay because the Hawks had to trade Seabrook's contract to Tampa Bay for Tyler Johnson and a second round pick. Oh, God. Let's see. And yep, 760 has happened. Thanks for confirming there, Nick. Guys, if you haven't ever gone to Twisted Wrister Hawkey's channel, make sure to leave him a subscribe because he has some really good content over there for all 32 NHL teams now. It's so weird saying 32 NHL teams, not 30 or 31. For a while, it still sounded weird when there was 31 teams, but so go over to Twisted Wrister Hawkey's channel and leave him a subscribe if you haven't done so already. But I want to say thanks, guys, for coming to the stream. We hit 760 subscribers. That is awesome. We're still on the road to 1,000. Can't wait. Hopefully, we can do it this season. That will be very fun if that does happen. And so, I want to say this again. We have hit the hour mark on the stream, so I'm probably going to hop off for the night on the stream. So thank you for coming to the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most of all, let's go Hawks, and Fleury is a Blackhawk.